But the freaking grocery store didn't have any chicken. They were all out. I don't understand why people need all this chicken in their life. I actually like it. Give it to me. Hey folks, today let's talk about the struggles of trying to diet and lose weight while this whole coronavirus pandemic is taking over the world, and the struggles that people are having to go through and just things that I'm kind of worried about also. So, hey, my name's Allie. Let's get started. Things are a little crazy, and I kind of want to do this video really respectfully. There are very big concerns that I have about this whole coronavirus pandemic that's going around. About a week ago, I was one of those people who was like, oh, it's not a big deal, you know, it's just like the flu. The flu kills people all the time too. Until I looked at some statistics. Now again, this was a week ago, things could have changed, but from just what I read on Reddit about the differences between the coronavirus and like the common flu, is that the coronavirus, for about 20% of the people who get it, they will actually get worse. Meaning they will get pneumonia and they will have to like be on ventilators. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. Again, this is just what I read. So I'm kind of like rehashing that information, but it changed my mind a little bit. Personally, I'm not worried about myself. I feel like I'm a healthy person and I could, you know, deal with being sick and being quarantined as a sick person for a couple weeks. I am really worried though about my grandparents' health. I mean, and even my parents, they're in their 60s, and my mom's immunocompromised. She's been dealing with her health ever since she had chemo for colon cancer. But personally, the way that I think it would affect me, besides, you know, loved ones getting sick, I hope that that doesn't happen. But something that seems much more probable are issues with the economy. Now you're probably saying, Allie, you are a weight loss / keto channel. What are you doing talking about, you know, this big pandemic? You know, who are you? Well, I'm just going to share my thoughts and, you know, my fears and how it is going to affect my weight and everything. So yeah, it's a little relevant. Thanks. But yes, I am so much more worried about how this will affect the economy and our social lives and our political system than, you know, me being sick. Like I said, I do worry about other people being sick, but how it will affect me, I see that being more of an issue. Now, y'all know I'm a teacher, and I think most schools now are totally out. I'm out for at least 2 weeks. I'm working virtually, and so that's been its own transition. I have students who I want to be on the right level by the time the school year ends. I have students who are graduating who are part of, you know, advanced programs who are going to have to take a test probably if they don't suspend those two. And I have to make sure that they're prepared, and I'm worried about that. I heard that Furman University was closing school until the end of the academic year at least. I don't know how long this will go on. I hope things are kind of over and done with in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But this is a pandemic. If people don't stay inside and stay away from groups of people, it could just keep going on. And as a teacher who now is working virtually, you know, I'm worried that if this does continue throughout the end of the academic year in the spring, in May or June, and then it's still continuing, are they going to lay off teachers? Are they going to say, well, now we can do everything online, so we only need 2 teachers to teach this one subject because they're not in an actual classroom anymore? And as a new-ish teacher, am I going to be one of those that won't have a job for the next school year? I don't know. And my heart really does go out to people in the service industry and retail. They've already got it rough. And again, you don't need all those waiters working every day. You just need 2 people to pack up some boxes to go. They're not sure what's going to change about their job. Today for our state was the first day that all the restaurants are just doing curbside pickup. And they're not sure what they're even doing today. Last time I spoke to them, they were like, yeah, I mean, I might be packing boxes. I might be, you know, sanitizing, who knows? And so I worry for them. I worry for their health because still they're working in the public. At least I get to stay home and kind of shutter myself away from getting sick. I was even talking to my mom today, and we were talking about how if more and more people start working from home because of this virus, is that going to change the way people work in the future? Are companies going to see that people don't actually have to come in, that they can save money on infrastructure and air conditioning and, you know, things like that if they don't have to have as many employees coming in day to day? So it could be good for the average, you know, administrative, computer-based working type jobs. I don't know. In a way, it's kind of exciting to see how things will change socially and politically and work-wise. but it's also a little terrifying to see how things could just totally crash and crumble. Those are where my thoughts are at, especially now that I don't have, a classroom full of students to keep my mind off of these things. But I've just been kind of prepping and just trying to not spend money, although I want to have some food in the fridge ready to go, which I'll show you in a bit. I'll talk about the food situation. But honestly, I feel like I am truly blessed that I have this YouTube channel and that it helps out with my bills. State of loads. Sorry. Allergies. Just allergies, okay? So thank you guys for continually, tuning in and supporting me. And I hope that you get some information out of this that does relate to weight loss and the ketogenic lifestyle. So I just wanted to get that out there. Acknowledge that there is this worldwide phenomenon happening that is affecting basically everybody, and I felt it necessary to talk about, just to kind of share how it's affecting me. Please let me know, how is it affecting you in your part of the world? Are you quarantined? I kind of am. I'm working from home. I'm not supposed to be out and about. They just closed down all of our restaurants and the movie theaters. There's nothing to do. But I get why it's necessary. We need to flatten that curve so that, people contain themselves. They don't spread everything, and that we don't have it as bad as it could be. So please make sure that you are being hygienic. Stay in, don't go out. I know it's boring. I know I like to get together with my friends at least a couple times a week, but you gotta do it for the next few weeks just to make sure that everybody stays healthy and that things, economic, political, work-wise, don't get too bad. So let's get on to the ketogenic and weight loss stuff. So with being out of work for the next couple weeks at least, I'm finding that it's really hard to maintain an eating schedule. If you see my other videos, you know that I have been fasting for over a year now. I do intermittent fasting. I do 1 meal a day, basically. So generally, I do not eat all throughout the day until about 4:30 or 5. I'll have a little snack, then around 6:30, I'll eat my big meal, and then I might snack a little bit after that. So my eating window throughout the day is from about 4:30 to maybe 7:30 or 8, somewhere in there. And that's been working with weight maintenance for me. Well, being out of work, Allie gets bored, and I'm a bored, emotional eater because I'm a food addict who has been able to manage that food addiction because I can keep busy at work. Well, if I'm not at work, guess what I'm thinking about? Food. I'm always thinking about food, but now it's just even more of a thing that's happening because I'm bored. So my only advice, and it's only been a couple days, but my only advice that I can give if you are quarantined and you are trying to maintain weight loss or lose weight and not just eat all the snacks that you bought, for when things are gonna get bad and you can't go out, try and work on yourself. Self-improvement. So I have some goals I want to meet every day. I have my handy dandy planner, and I've just been every morning writing in this, trying to make a plan for the day so that at least I have something to do. Okay, I've been trying to just keep myself busy. So definitely try and keep yourself busy if you are somebody who is a bored eater and you are stuck at home or you're not working at the moment. Always remember that it feels so great to accomplish things, and that's why I love my little planner. I get to put a little check next to each thing that I do accomplish throughout the day. And I don't know, it just makes me feel really good. And apparently that's a real psychological thing. So that's what I do. I do want to work on that website. It's been down for maybe a month now, but I got the time. So after I do my taxes, I'm going to work on that. Got lots to do. Gonna clean out my car. My roommate was trying to get me to do some yard work, and I was like, well, I don't want to do no yard work, but thanks for the offer. So I did pick up some essentials from the grocery store. If you see my other videos, I've been doing my chicken and caprese salad for basically 2.5 months, ever since January. And I loved it. It was so good. But the freaking grocery store didn't have any chicken. They were all out. I don't understand why people need all this chicken in their life. I actually like it. Give it to me. So I had to buy some pork chops. They're in my other fridge where I'm also living. And I went ahead and decided to change things up since I'm changing up the meat. Instead of caprese salad, I'm gonna do a kale salad. Now, I know kale's not that great on its own. It's okay cooked, whatever. But you know how to make kale taste really good when it's raw? You just slather it in some buffalo ranch dressing. And it's pretty good. And it's really filling. And this big bag will last me a whole week. So many nutrients. It is a carby or leafy green. It's about 4 net grams of carbs and about 40 calories per 85 grams. And usually when I do my spring mix, I'll do 100 grams and it comes out to 2 net grams of carbs. So slightly carbier, but it's a green leafy vegetable. I'm not mad at it. And it's just very filling, and it'll last in my fridge for a long time too. It'll last longer in the fridge than like a spring mix or other types of lettuces will. This may not even be a lettuce, but I consider it one because it's leafy. And it's got calcium and potassium, which is good for us on keto because those electrolytes matter. Picked up some more of my sriracha nuts, and these have been just everywhere in my videos because I love them, like I love all of you. I'm not doing my caprese salad, but I fell in love with mozzarella cheese again. I haven't really done mozzarella a lot in the past year or so, but the last couple months I have. So I wanted some more mozzarella, spread a little salt on it, yum yum. And I got a couple cans of green beans in case things get bad for a few days and you're really not supposed to leave the house or something happens at the grocery store. I just wanted to have a few of these at home so that I can maintain, you know, a healthy diet. You know, canned green beans are great. Yeah, they're legumes, whatever. 2 net grams of carbs per serving and 15 calories for 120 grams. So do what you gotta do. And like I said, they were totally out of chicken, which I don't understand. They had pork, they had beef, they had fish and shrimp and everything else. I don't know why the chicken was so important to people, but it kind of hurt a little bit. I was looking forward to some more chicken breasts and caprese salad. Oh well, I'll deal. So yeah, I've been doing my intuitive eating, but now that I've been out of work, not out of work, now that I've been working from home, I have noticed that I've been logging and measuring more again because I am kind of snacking more throughout the day, which I don't want to do, but also I'm a bored eater, so I'm trying to contain that by logging and measuring it. But hopefully I can go back to the whole intuitive thing when I'm actually at work for 8 hours out of the day. And yeah, I'm finding it really hard to take care of that social and emotional health, right? I've got my diet down. I'm fine, I think, with that. But when it comes to like wanting to see people, I don't want to get sick and I don't want to spread that to my loved ones that I am able to see. You know, I'm at my mom's house. I don't want to give her anything. So that's the hard part for me at this point in time, is just knowing that I'm not going to be able to be that social person that I've kind of become in the past year or so. I guess I'm just going to have to talk to my phone camera and talk to you guys and be social online. So yeah, my advice, if you're worried about bored eating or eating all the snacks that you bought in preparation for this coronavirus, just remember to always try and be self-improving. Make a list of things to do every day. You know, check it off so that you get that little good feeling in your soul. But do remember, it is important not to interact with large groups of people. Stay home as much as you can. We want to flatten that curve so that all of this is over as soon as it can be over. Definitely do not want to see this lasting for 6 months. That would really suck for lots of reasons. But yeah, you guys, take care of yourself. I'm going to try and take care of myself. Do what I need to do. Y'all do what you need to do. And I hope the best for you. So yeah, again, please let me know, how are you being affected? Are you at home? Are you working but afraid to go to work and be around a bunch of people? Have you lost work? Share those experiences. Let's connect, because like I said, I need some social interaction. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That would help me out so much, especially now when things are so uncertain. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll link all that down below. Again, I'm going to work on that website now that I have lots of time. But definitely check out my Instagram. It's where I post the majority of things that I'm eating, or when I used to go out, what I would eat when I could go out, and before and after pictures and things like that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Allie. Be safe. Have a good one. Bye.